Picking up a guitar for the first time is a magical experience. It's a moment filled with both excitement and a bit of fear. The guitar, with its polished wood and taut strings, holds the promise of endless musical possibilities. It promises a world of music, creativity, and self-expression. You imagine the melodies you could create, the songs you could play, and the joy you could bring to others. I remember that feeling. I was 11 years old, and I held the guitar in my hands. It was a mix of awe and anticipation, a sense of stepping into a new world. It felt big and awkward, but I was excited. The guitar seemed almost too large for my small hands, but I was determined to make it sing. I dreamt of playing my favorite songs, of writing my own music, of sharing that music with the world. I envisioned myself on stage, the crowd cheering, my music touching hearts. At first, every chord felt impossible, my fingers fumbled on the strings, the notes were elusive, and my hands seemed to have a mind of their own. The sounds I made were clunky and awkward. It was frustrating. Each mistake felt like a setback, and I wondered if I would ever get it right. I wanted to quit. But something inside me kept me going. There was a spark, a small voice that urged me to keep trying, to not give up. I think it was the dream. The dream of playing music kept me going. The vision of what could be, of the music I could create, was too powerful to ignore. I knew that if I kept practicing, I would get better. Each day I picked up the guitar, determined to improve. Slowly but surely the chords started to make sense and the music began to flow. Learning guitar is a journey. It's not just about mastering chords or strumming patterns. It's about discovering a new part of yourself. It's a journey with ups and downs, filled with moments of triumph and setbacks. There will be moments of joy and excitement where every note feels perfect and every chord resonates deeply within you. And there will be moments of frustration and doubt, where nothing seems to go right, and every mistake feels magnified. Everyone hits a wall at some point. It's a natural part of the learning process. That wall might be a difficult chord, a tricky strumming pattern, or a technique that seems impossible to master. It could also be the feeling that you're not progressing fast enough, that you're stuck in a rut. It's easy to get discouraged when you hit that wall. The temptation to give up can be strong. I hit that wall many times when I was learning guitar. I wanted to quit more than once, but I remembered why I started playing in the first place. I loved music. That passion kept me going, and I knew that if I kept practicing, I would get better. Every practice session, no matter how frustrating, was a step forward. Believe it or not, you can play hundreds of songs with just 5 chords. These 5 chords are C, G, D, AM, and A. They are the building blocks of so many popular songs. Once I mastered these 5 chords, I felt a sense of freedom. I could play along to my favorite songs, I could jam with my friends. I could even start writing my own music. These 5 chords are the foundation of my songwriting. They are the starting point for countless melodies and chord progressions. Section 4. From covers to creation, finding my voice. Learning to play other people's music is a great way to improve your guitar skills. It's also a fantastic way to develop your ear and your musical vocabulary. I learned so much from playing covers. I learned about different chord progressions, I learned about different strumming patterns, and I learned about different ways to structure a song. But most importantly, playing covers helped me to find my own voice as a songwriter. By experimenting with different styles and arrangements, I started to develop my own unique sound. Section 5. Your song starts now, a step-by-step guide. Writing a song is easier than you think. It might seem daunting at first, but with a little guidance and practice, you'll be amazed at what you can create. Here's a simple step-by-step guide to get you started on your songwriting journey. First, start with a chord progression. This is the foundation of your song. Use the 5 chords you learned earlier, C, G, D, AM, and A, to create a simple chord progression. Experiment with different combinations until you find one that resonates with you. Next, find a melody. Hum or sing along to your chord progression until you find a melody you like. This melody will be the main tune of your song. Then, write lyrics. Think about what you want to write about. What story do you want to tell? What emotions do you want to convey? Let your thoughts and feelings flow onto the paper. Don't worry about making it perfect on the first try. After that, structure your song. Organize your lyrics into verses, choruses, and maybe even a bridge. Most songs have a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus structure. This helps to create a sense of familiarity and progression in your song. Finally, practice and refine. The more you play your song, the better it will sound. Repetition helps you to internalize the music and make it your own. Remember, there are no rules in songwriting. Feel free to break conventions and try new things. The most important thing is to have fun and express yourself. Music is a form of personal expression, so let your unique voice shine through. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try different chord progressions, try different strumming patterns, try different lyrics. Each experiment brings you closer to finding your unique sound. The more you experiment, the better you will become at songwriting. It's a skill that develops over time with practice and persistence. And most importantly, don't give up. Every songwriter faces challenges, but perseverance is key. Songwriting takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and keep working at it. But it's an incredibly rewarding experience. There's nothing quite like the feeling of playing a song you've written yourself.